Hello, welcome to the start of our playthrough of Final Fantasy 16. Quick, two things. We'll take a look at three things, I guess. We're going to take a look at the configuration before we dive in. Four things. Shit. Wait, three things? Four things. Anyways, a few things. Gonna take a look at the configuration before we dive into the main game. Configure things as best we can. Which does mean I'll probably end up, because this is a PlayStation 5 and not my computer, that probably means that for the first 15-20 minutes of actual gameplay, and I don't know how long this process is gonna take, it's been a day, I will be balancing the audio, so please keep that in mind. Because of the way I have my streaming set up, I can't really test. Unlike computer games, I cannot test how the PlayStation 5 stream is going to be unless it is logged. That makes sense. Also, my history with Final Fantasy. I've played every Final Fantasy that I can think of. Not necessarily beaten, but I have played. I beat the first one on the... I've been playing a long time. I beat the first one on the Nintendo. Final Fantasy 2... Is it 2/4? On the Nintendo, the one with Cecil and Sid and Kane and Lydia. I think that's 4/2. Because they're different numbers. That's the thing. In America, they did 1, 4... 6, and then once you get to the PlayStation era, they all line up. And then in Japan, there is a different 2, 3, a 4, a different 5, and then 6. I think. But in America, Japanese 4 was 2, and Japanese 6 was 3. I think. It's been a while. It's something like... That's what's in my memory. I could be wrong. But, so I played... The first one, the one with Cecil and Sid. Oh no, that was on the Super Nintendo, wasn't it? The first one, I believe it was the Super Nintendo, with Cecil, Sid, Lydia, Kane, the twins, Old Master Stratego, so on and so forth. And then the famous one on the Super. I believe it was the Super Nintendo. It definitely wasn't the Nintendo. Where you've got Terra, Locke, Gao, Sabin, Edgar, Kefka. So that one. I've beaten those 3. I've beaten Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Right? Played those. That's the PlayStation era. I have played the Japanese 2 and 3 and 5, the ones that weren't released in America, because there was didn't beat them though. I played the original Final Fantasy 11. I did not touch Final Fantasy 15. That's the one with the boys' road trip. And a fun fact is I am banned from playing Final Fantasy 14. For whatever, I don't know why. And I've called Sony, whatever the helpline is for Final Fantasy 14. I've called them as well, they don't know why. But there is an order on both my email and any IP address connected to those emails. Do not let... Essentially, this person is banned from playing Final Fantasy XIV. I do not know why. They could not tell me. I have no idea why, but I would love to try Final Fantasy XIV at some point in time, but I am banned from playing it. So, quick recap. Played the original Final Fantasy on Nintendo. I think it was, Final Fantasy 2 on the Super... Right? Final Fantasy 2 was on the Super Nintendo? Now I gotta check. Sorry. 4. Right? No, that's the after. What? Hold on. Final Fantasy Cecil. No, it was 4. Okay. Yeah, so Final Fantasy 4 and 6. Final Fantasy 4 was originally on the Super NES. Okay, yeah. So I played the original Final Fantasy on the Nintendo, Final Fantasy 4 and 6 on the Super Nintendo, and then every PlayStation version except for Final Fantasy 15, because that's the boys' trip. I never got a chance to play that. I missed it when it came out. I didn't have a PlayStation 4 at that time, and by the time I got one, I just had no interest in the game. So that is my answer with... Sorry. That is my history with Final Fantasy. I do enjoy the series. I am a fan of the RPG mechanics. I love... My favorite one is actually... Even though I've played 1, 2, 4, and then... Sorry, 1, 4, and 6, and then 7. 7 is my favorite. Alright, with my top 3 are 7, 6, and 4. Or 7, 3, and 2, however you want to do it. So that is something to keep in mind. Usually the first one people play is the one they love the most. I enjoyed 8. 9 was iffy. I did not enjoy... Like, I played it, but I was like, on 10. I'm one of the few people who liked 12. 11 was the first attempt at the MMORPG. Actually, I never touched Final Fantasy 13. That's the one with lightning. If you're wondering why, go see Jesse Cox's videos on Final Fantasy 13. We have very similar views on Final Fantasy 13. And again, didn't play 15, didn't have a PlayStation 4 at the time. By the time I got one, I wasn't interested. And I am banned from playing Final Fantasy 15, and I am banned from playing Final Fantasy 14 for some reason, completely unknown to me. Because, I mean, day one when Final Fantasy 14 dropped, I tried to play it, and I was told, no, you can't play this, you are banned for playing it, and I am on a do not let playlist at Sony. Oh, why? And every time there's up until, including Endwalker, but after Endwalker I just stopped. Every time Final Fantasy 14 dropped an expansion, I would try to download and play the game, and every time I was like, nope, you're banned, you can't play this game. Please contact Sony to figure out why or to get this ban lifted. And they're like, no, we can't lift it. So, yeah, I will never be able to play Final Fantasy 14. Sony doesn't want me to for some reason. So, well, okay, we're on that. But I am looking forward to this. Now, at the time of playing this, it has already been out for... Playing and recording this has already been out for 3 months? Hold on. That's 16... Release date? June, July. 3 months. So they had 3 months of patches. They've had to fix bugs and that sort of thing. So that is helpful. Doesn't mean they got them all, but hopefully they made progress if there are any. And as far as judging the game, even on the official Final Fantasy, because I know there's controversy with this game, on the official Final Fantasy 16 Square site, however you want to say it, it is not listed as an Okay, hold on. It is not listed as a traditional RPG or a JRPG. It is listed specifically as an action RPG. So when I go to do a review of this, and when you go to compare this going forward, keep in mind That is how I will be looking at this. How does it compare as an action RPG? Now, I have played the demo 3 times. I'm going to restart the game. I can import the demo save, but I am not going to because, you know, someone could come into the stream and it could be their first time seeing it. Plus, I didn't record it, and I want to record it to get the whole experience. So, I am aware of what the combat is like. I am aware of how the story is. It is very much, already I can tell, a well-told story, great graphics, so on and so forth. However, it is not turn-based. It bills itself as an action RPG, and that is what we will be judging it by. Not like Diablo style. Think of it more like, if you've ever played Devil May Cry, Bayonetta, I'm trying to think. Games along those lines. Brave Fencer Musashi might be a good pickup on that. If you've ever played the Brave Fencer Musashi series. More along those lines. So, very heavy storytelling RPG style. Very focused on the story. Characters building out the world. But the combat is going to be very action-oriented. Not turn-based. We're probably not... I know this. You're not going to be juggling, managing spells and juggling that sort of thing. It's button combos and that sort of thing. Now, again, I've only played the demo. So I don't know... people like, well, how do you... I have seen people like, well, then how do you judge? Also, shout out to Ava Amelia66 for the follow. Greatly appreciated. That was before we started recording. So there are some things I am going to be looking for. If equipment is nothing more than stat sticks and it's just a straight upgrade, points off. Maybe not a lot, but points off. If it's wide but shallow as far as skills or anything like that, points off. Don't get me wrong, it is an action adventure, but there still needs to be some sort, because there's an RPG mechanic, I would like some form of customization. Whether it be through skills, or equipment, or whatever. But it can't just be the customization. There needs to be some form of depth there. Like, if I combine these 2 skills, great, what happened? You know what I mean? Is this making sense? It can't just be, ooh, this is really good storytelling, but the mechanics are lacking. That does... If we do hit that point, I'm not going to say don't pick this up, but maybe wait for it to go on sale. Keep that in mind. But if it could somehow get, great storytelling, interesting characters, interesting mechanics, with some depth, it's a must-buy. And reminder, that is how we judge things here. It's not a point system. It's not a... it's not a point system. It literally is this game worth the price they're asking for? If yes, great. Is it a go ahead out and buy right away? Is it it is, but be aware it may not be your type of game, that sort of thing. If no, is it don't touch it? Is it, well, wait for it to go on sale for a more reasonable price? There are degrees, so keep that in mind. Alright, so now that we've been doing that for 15 minutes, let's go ahead and take a look at configurations. That's fine. Leaving all that, we're not inverting any. Target follow. Ooh. Okay, I think that's better. We'll leave those on default. Game performance. Frame rate or graphical quality. Motion blur, 0. So graphics are frame rate. I think we do frame rate. Sound, we're going to be messing with. That's fine. English, subtitles on. Medium, subtitle background. That I turn off. You don't need to see the background chitter-chatting. We will keep speaker names and then the controllers, which we'll learn as we go. Now, this was added in a recent patch. Thank God. I'm glad I waited till this was patched in. Because I'm telling you right now, this would probably either make me motion sick or make me just go, I can't see what the fuck is going on. Also, this game, as far as I am aware, is the first Final Fantasy game rated mature. Just for themes and content. I know there is swearing. I don't think it's excessive. I know at some point there is a sex scene. I don't know what it's going to look like. But Final Fantasy has always done a good job of... There is adult stuff here, but they kind of like we're dealing with depression, but when you're a kid, it's like, ooh, pretty graphics, and they do a good enough job of, like, yeah, we're dealing with depression, but look at all these fun, happy, you know what it's not that they cover it up, but they make it palatable for children. And it's more of a, like, you don't realize until you're older exactly what themes, potentially, Final Fantasy VI or 4 actually about. Like, you see the story, but the deeper qualities of, like, oh, no, we're dealing with slavery, depression, religion. Final Fantasy X was the one all about religion, mind you. That sort of thing. Doesn't really, like, smack you in the face. Standing is that everything in this one is front and center. They do not shy away from dealing with, for lack of a better term, class systems are bad. Seeing people as inhuman for whatever reason, bad. You know, that sort of thing. So, be aware, this is a mature game. And it is mature rated for a reason. So, let's dive in to Final Fantasy 16. Game screen brightness. I'm just gonna crank that up. Yep. I do want frame rate, because I want to keep that frame rate nice and high. We'll keep everything else the same. Equip some accessories that simplify gameplay. Recommended for those players who are less comfortable with action games and wish to focus more on the game's story elements. We're going to go action-focused. Begin the game with standard equipment. Recommended for those players who are comfortable with action games. Now, you still get, I know for a fact, you still get the items in story focus. They're just not, equipped to begin with. So if I'm having trouble with the game, if I want, I can equip the items I want to make the game more story focused than necessarily me having to pay attention every time. Be like, alright, oh crap, quick, use the heal or dodge, that sort of thing. Oh, action focused. Screen brightness 10, frame rate, double check. Alright, we're good. Let's go. Alright.
It was Moss the Chronicler who said,
now we're going to check the volume.
Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness.
That is a great sound.
Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise
I could probably
to
be a little louder. I'm not going to lie.
Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal
I may turn
shadow.
the volume down a little more when I get a chance. Or my mic volume up. One of the two. I can't turn my mic volume up. Oh. Right. I forgot it started this way. Oh, wow. Whoa. Alright. Oh, boy. When it gets loud, it gets loud. Okay. peaked there, and I apologize for that. Oh, right, fireball. And R1 to evade. Thank you. Did I evade? I think I evaded. Yeah, I'm just holding down the triangle, not mashing it. Ah, that was an evade. So there is a little leeway on the evade. I hit R1, but nothing happened there. Oh, can't you fight? Now I can pause at any time, which is nice. Alright, so we're gonna fiddle with... I wish some music would play in the background. Or we're gonna fiddle with the sound a little. I don't want to turn it because I am. I guess I can turn things down. So let's do this. We're gonna set this to 2.5 real quick, and this to the same. Do you have, wrong button, a filter on? You probably do. You're at 5. Alright. Let's actually get rid of the filter then. Close, because I usually keep it there. And here, we'll actually get rid of the filter. And see what that sounds like for you guys. Again, this is a process. I apologize if I blew out your eardrums. But that, again, is the nature of streaming my PlayStation 5. The way the setup works is that I can't, unlike with computer games... Oh, wow. This is a much louder game than for Horizon Forbidden West. Okay. My computer games, I can do test streams and that. The PlayStation 5, I cannot. So we have to do the balancing as we go.
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
Okay, so I need to be talking when they talk. I don't know if I can balance that, but we'll see. So dominance, that's a thing.
Only
Tiamat, interesting.
No one else.
Okay.
There's the fun in that. How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Our kind do not question orders. We follow
Alright,
them.
so when I get a chance, I can, like, in case you're wondering, you can't see it lower right. If I hold down the triangle, I can skip every scene. Honestly, I just skip. So I was hoping I could edit. I can't. Alright. Are a lot of scenes.
Let's get this done.
Or adjust the sound volume. I think we're good. Maybe I'll turn up the voice volume up just a skosh. But everything else sounds good. So yeah, I'm going to adjust the voiceover at least. God, this game is gorgeous.
Focus, Wyvern.
So, Tiamat, Wyvern,
Key to this
or
mission's
Tiamat.
success.
So we're looking at code names there.
Yes, Sergeant.
Alright. Oh, Main menu system. Options on the system tab include wireless controller configuration, as well as video, audio, accessibility, and language settings. Great. So let's turn up. I'll do 90. I think music is fine. I think effects are fine. I don't like them. And we'll turn master volume down to 95. So because we're turning that up, we'll turn each of these up. Sans the voiceover by 9.
I said focus, Wyvern.
So we'll see how that goes. So we can move the camera. Move this. Ooh. There we go. That's much better. I think that's the volume we're going to keep it at, then. I think we've tuned into our balance. That's what we'll go with. Great. Press at any time outside a cutscene to open the main menu. Yada, yada, yada. Alright.
Don't have time for this. All hell is about to break loose.
Okay, well, we've got ancient ruins. I can already see that.
Time to move.
So, tilt to walk gently. Slam in to run. Getcha.
We're just in time.
Okay. Okay. Got a war going on, apparently. No one's using shields.
These Iron Blood are more beast than man.
The way this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs. What?
Their Nitra stronghold, the Nissa Defile.
Quickly, move! What do you mean you refuse? Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Okay, magic from crystals. Gotcha. And then some people don't need the crystals. Okay.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you so little faith in your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not? Or am I mistaken? Besides, your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Iron Blood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board. Which just leaves me.
Right.
Kupka!
The Iron Blood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
Well built, man, but we know his name is Kupka. Kupka.
You cock.
Benedicta.
Hugo. His name's Hugo?
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
I'm not afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when I come home.
Oh, she's using him. Look at that face.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Yeah. So, like most Final Fantasy games, there's something to do with ancient runes. In some way, shape, or form. Okay, if I click in R3, it centers to where it's supposed to be. Gotcha.
And quick and deadly.
As always. Take the van.
Wait. Something's not right.
Kaiju fight!
Titan. So the Darmax finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Shiva.
And look who's here to greet the bastard.
Come on.
Uh-oh. Catapults are screwed. Ah. So they just do not care about anyone crossing their fight. Gotcha. Uh-oh.
You don't get to die here, Wyvern. Move!
Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. Trying to go. Oh, nope. Alright, we're going this way, to the left. Oh, nope. Looks like I'm going this way.
She's right on top of us.
Yeah. This is actually pretty cool for a set piece. This way? Again, rated mature audiences.
Anytime, Wyvern. You just gonna stand there?
Whoa, time to go. Oh, he's not coming back for any DLC.
Wyvern! Wyvern! I told you before, you do not get to die here.
Ew. Gooey. Oh!
Get up, Clive!
13 summers earlier, you have the realm 860. Rosalind.
Do you yield?
Grand Duchy of Rosar.
Well, if you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way. My brother always looks after me. Right?
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give up now.
It's a puppy.
Two arms, then. It wouldn't do to disappoint the gallery.
Yes.
Let's start again from the beginning. Come, show me your form.
At the Lord command. Press square to perform a melee attack. Up to 4 attacks can be chained together. Okay. Okay, there is a lock on? Yes. Okay, good. Go.
Very good. Such swordsmanship will serve you well in the field. But can the same be said of your spellcraft? The flames of the phoenix burn within you. Now let them burn without.
I have spells. Yay!
Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your flame. Your inner flame. Press triangle to cast fire, a ranged spell that can strike from great distances.
Keep them coming.
Oh, L1 to lock. Oh, so I wasn't locked on.
Excellent.
Okay.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
So it's L1 to
You
lock.
flatter me, my lord.
Or would you rather I flattened you? Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it. On your toes, Lord Rosfield.
Stay quick on your feet. Evade 4 times. Press R1 to evade an enemy attack. Evading an attack at the precise moment. No. Evading an attack at the precise moment it is dealt will temporarily slow the enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter using square or triangle. Gotcha.
How did you dodge that? I was sure I had you.
That was amazing!
Not quite.
Alright. So there is some leeway.
Good. Remember, Clive, your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
Close the gap. The blessing of the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. Phoenix Shift is one such iconic feat. Press Press circle to swiftly close in on a distant target. Both melee and ranged attacks can be used while executing Shift.
Good. Fly at your foe before he can raise his guard.
Okay. So you can hit the attack while in Phoenix Shift, while you travel.
But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000. There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
And your wounds. Consumable items such as potions and tonics can be used to restore Clive's HP or temporarily boost attributes. Consumables can be assigned to up, right, or down, or left. Be the items tab in the main menu for quick and convenient use. These items can also be used directly from the menu. Okay. High potion. There we go. One high potion.
That's better. Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory, or at the very least, to ensure that you live to fight another day. Enough practice. It's time for the test. You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me. If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
As you wish, my lord.
Have at me, boy. Make proof of your strength.
The will gauge indicates an opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks, strike them when they are vulnerable.
Go on, you're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
Oh.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Okay. Okay. Staggering enemies. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try dealing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Use R2 plus square to execute Rising Flames, a powerful iconic ability granted by Clive. Granted Clive... Alright. So, I'm getting a lot of this combat is how fast you can break the will. Not necessarily how much damage you can do.
At my disposal.
Nice try.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield.
There we go. So, yeah. I think combat against almost anyone is going to be decided by how much damage you can get off in that staggered state, not how much damage you can do overall. Which, pros and cons.
See? I told you he could do it.
Aye.
Bested at last. It's taken me long enough. That was a display worthy of your father. You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me. What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
Joshua, I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
That's why. You were coughing this morning too. You shouldn't be outdoors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
His Grace has returned!
Father's back.
Hey.
Your Grace, please, this is no place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy. Gentlemen, Rosaria thanks you for your indefatigable loyalty.
Thank you, Your Grace. We live to serve.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Oh, you're a bitch.
Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us. Lord Murdoch?
Your Grace.
So she's devoted to her son.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know.
Her second son.
It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
We should join them.
Okay. So he got the Phoenix power. Second son got the Phoenix powers. I did not. Mom's a bitch because of that. Getcha. I don't think she's a stepmother. I think she is definitely from a different society. That makes sense. Like, I've already got the feeling she sees this place as like, oh, quaint and rustic. I don't belong here. I belong in, like, middle of a city high society.
Rise, my friends.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust?
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive spar.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal.
Torgal!
Boy, not now.
You'll make a fine hound one day.
Father.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you, Your Grace.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
Yes, Father. Your Grace. Shields dismissed!
But they don't have shields! Anyways. What? How do they even know what a shield is if no one uses a shield? Someone's gotta use a shield somewhere, right? The butterfly!
Where do you think you're going, Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Right.
The weird plot. Gotcha. Hello, this is Gohan the Chinchilla, and we hope you're having a good day, as do I. As always, we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to follow, like, subscribe, or comment. Or, even better, come on over to twitch.tv/SparkyTDK and watch me live every Monday through Friday. Thank you for your support.